Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Students, myself Professor Purushottam Kasle from RBNB College Sri Rampur. My subject name is mathematics. In subject mathematics there are two parts, part first and part second. Today we have to study a first chapter, differentiation, from paper second. Now we see chapter first, differentiation. Students, we have learned some basic concepts of differentiation or derivatives in 11th standard. These basic concepts are: number first, derivative of function y equal to f of x with respect to x at x equal to a is given by f dash of a is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h minus f of a upon h. This is the derivative of function y with respect to x at point x equal to a. Now in general, derivative of function y equal to f of x at x equal to x with respect to x is f dash of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x upon h. This is the derivative of function y with respect to x at point x equal to x. F dash of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x upon h. This also denoted by y dash. This formula is also called as first principle formula. This is also called as first principle formula. Now using this formula we can find the derivative of each and every function. Trigonometric function, power function, constant function, any function. Using this formula we can find the derivative of these functions. Now y equal to f of x. Second point is y equal to f of x is a differentiable function. Differentiable function. Then delta x is a small increment. In x, and delta y is corresponding increment in y. Then delta y upon delta x. Delta y is a corresponding increment in in y. Then delta y upon delta x is an incrementary ratio of delta y and delta x. If we take limit of this ratio, that is limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x is equal to dy by dx. This is also a derivative of function y with respect to x, and this is called as Leibniz notation. This is Leibniz notation. Leibniz is a popular mathematician. Okay, these are the definitions of derivatives. Now using this first principle formula we can find the derivative of each and every function. We have learned some standard formulae in 11th standard. Now we see standard formulae for the various functions like constant function, power function, logarithmic function, exponential function and trigonometric function. Now here in first column serial numbers, you can see in tabular form serial numbers, functions and derivatives. Type of function. Number first, y is equal to k. This is a constant function. Y is equal to k is a constant function. Then derivative of this function with respect to x, that is dy by dx is equal to dk by dx is equal to 0. Derivative of constant function is 0. Now number second, we can consider power function. Y is equal to x raised to n. Y is equal to x raised to n is a power function. Then derivative of power function dy dx of x raised to n is equal to n into x raised to n minus 1. This is the derivative of power function. Now consider third function, y is equal to x. This is also power function. Here x raised to 1. X raised to 1. Therefore derivative of this with respect to x, dy by dx equal to dx by dx is equal to 1. Derivative of x raised to 1 is 1 into x raised to 1 minus 1. That is 1 into x raised to 0. 1 into x raised to 1 minus 1. That is 1 into x raised to 0. X raised to 0 means 1. 1 into 1, 1. Derivative of function x with respect to x is 1. Now number 4, y is equal to under root x. This is also a power function. Derivative of this function with respect to x, dy dx of under root x is equal to 1 upon 2 into under root x. 1 upon 2 into under root x. Now further, one more power function here. Y is equal to 1 upon x. 1 upon x. That is, we can write this again. Y is equal to x raised to minus 1 by using rules of index. Now derivative of this function y is equal to 1 upon x with respect to x can be written as in the form dy dx of 1 upon x is equal to minus 1 upon x square. Now here from number second number, third number, fourth number and fifth number, all these are functions, power functions. Now derivatives of corresponding functions are here. Now we see further exponential function. Number 6 number, y is equal to e raised to x. Y is equal to e raised to x. This is the exponential function. Now derivative of this exponential function, that is dy dx of y. Instead of y you can write e raised to x. E raised to x is equal to again e raised to x. That is here derivative and function are same. Derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. Number 7, one more exponential function, y is equal to a raised to x. Then derivative of a raised to x again, dy dx of a raised to x is equal to a raised to x into log a. A raised to x into log a. Number 8. Now further, this is a logarithmic function, y is equal to log x. Then derivative of y equal to log x is dy dx of log x is equal to 1 upon x. 1 upon x. This is the logarithmic function. Now further, there are 6 trigonometric functions, and we know the derivatives of trigonometric functions also. Now number 9, y is equal to first function, suppose sin x. Derivative of sin x is with respect to x, that is dy dx of sin x is equal to cos x. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Number 10, derivative of function, second trigonometric function, cos x, y is equal to cos x. Derivative of cos x is dy dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. dy dx of cos x equal to minus sin x. Now further, 11th number, next trigonometric function is tan x. 11th number, y is equal to tan x. Then derivative of this function y equal to tan x is dy by dx of dy by dx y is equal to tan x equal to derivative of tan x is sec square x. Okay. Number 12, next function is y is equal to cot x. Derivative of cot x, dy dx of cot x is equal to minus cosec square x. Number 13, next trigonometric function sec x. Derivative of function y is equal to sec x is dy by dx. Here y is equal to sec x, dy by dx of sec x equal to derivative is sec x into tan x. Okay. And last trigonometric function is number 14, y is equal to cosec x. Now derivative of this function with respect to x, that is dy dx of cosec x is equal to minus cosec x into cot x. Okay, these are the standard formulae for derivative. These are standard functions. There are 14 formulas which are standard formulae in derivative. All these formulas we can prove by using first principle formula in 11th standard. Okay. Now in this standard, 12th standard, first point in differentiation is composite function. We have to find the derivative of composite function. For finding the derivative of composite function, we know what is meant by composite function, and there is one rule, composite rule, for finding the differentiation of composite function. Now we see here what is meant by composite function. First article in 12th standard, derivative of composite functions, derivatives of or differentiation of composite functions. Okay. We have studied derivatives of standard or simple functions like this: sin x, e raised to x, tan x, log x. All these are simple functions or standard functions. We know the derivatives of these functions. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. Derivative of tan x is sec square x. Derivative of log x is 1 upon x. But if we write these functions like this: sine of root x, e raised to x square, tan of x raised to 3, log of 3x plus 4, and a raised to 5x. All these are composite functions. We don't know the derivatives of these composite functions. For finding the derivatives of all these composite functions, we have to learn one rule, chain rule or composite rule in this article, derivatives of composite function. That is a theorem for the chain rule or composite rule. We see here statement of the theorem first and then proof of theorem. Okay, statement is theorem. If y is equal to f of u is differentiable function of u and u is equal to g of x is differentiable function of x and y is equal to f of g of x is also differentiable function of x, then prove that dy by dx is equal to dy upon du into du upon dx. This is the chain rule or composite rule. But in also 11th standard we have learned some rules: addition rule, subtraction rule, division rule and product rule. If y and u are differentiable functions of x and y is equal to u plus v, then dy by dx is equal to dy by dx equal to du by dx plus dv by dx. This is the addition rule, number first. Second rule is if y is equal to u minus v, then dy by dx is equal to du by dx minus dv by dx. This is the second rule of differentiation, which is called as subtraction rule. This is addition rule, this is subtraction rule. Number third, y is equal to u into v, then dy by dx is equal to u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. This is called as product rule of derivative. And one more is number 4, y is equal to u upon v, then dy by dx is equal to v into du by dx minus u into dv by dx upon v square, where v is not equal to 0. This is called as division rule, addition rule, subtraction rule, product rule and division rule. There are 4 rules we have learned in 11th standard. Now in this standard, first rule is this composite rule. Now this is a statement of composite rule. This is statement of composite rule. We have to prove this. In this statement, first part is given, that is, if y equal to f of u is a differentiable function of u and u equal to g of x is a differentiable function of x, that is y is a function, we can find the derivative of y with respect to u, and u is a function of x, that is we find the derivative of u with respect to x, and this is the composite function. F composite with g on x is also a differentiable function of x. And we have to prove that here dy by dx is equal to dy by du into du by dx. Now we see proof for this theorem. Proof for the theorem. Proof. given that y equal to f of u and u equal to g of x. These are the given functions. Okay. Now suppose or let delta x is a small increment in x. Delta x is a small increment in x, and delta y comma delta u are corresponding increments in y and u respectively. Okay. Now as this delta y, delta u and delta x are increments, as delta x, delta y and delta u are increments in x, y and u respectively, then they are non-zero. Delta x, delta y and delta u are non-zero, that is delta x not equal to 0, delta y not equal to 0 and delta u is also not equal to 0. Okay, these are the non-zero increments. Now consider the incrementary ratio delta y upon delta x. This can be written as in the form delta y upon delta u into delta u upon delta x. Delta y upon delta x equal to delta y by delta u into delta u by delta x. Delta u upon delta u cancel out, remains only delta y upon delta x. Okay, that is delta y by delta x is equal to delta y upon delta u into delta u upon delta x. Now taking limit for this equation as delta x tends to 0 on both sides, taking limit as delta x tends to 0 on both sides, then we get here limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x equal to limit delta x tends to 0, delta y upon delta u into delta u upon delta x. Okay. Now we can take separate limit to the RHS, that is equal to limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x into limit delta x tends to 0, delta u upon delta x, delta u upon delta x. Okay, that is limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x equal to this. Now as delta x tends to 0, then delta u also tends to 0. Now this equation becomes limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x is equal to limit delta x tends to 0, now here we write delta, instead of delta x, delta u. Delta u tends to 0, delta y upon delta u into, here keep delta x as it is, limit delta x tends to 0, delta u by delta x. Okay, now call this is equation number first. Now since given that, since we have to given y is a differentiable function of u and u is a differentiable function of x, that is since y is differentiable function of u and u is a differentiable function of x, then we can write here, limit delta u tends to 0, delta y upon delta u is exist and finite, and this is equal to dy by du. And since u is a differentiable function of x, therefore we can write here limit delta x tends to 0, delta u upon delta x, u is equal to du upon dx. Delta and d are different. Okay, now call this is equation number second. Now put equation second in equation first. Here value of limit delta u tends to 0, delta y upon delta u is equal to dy upon du, and value of limit delta x tends to 0, delta u upon delta x is equal to du upon dx. That is put equation second in equation third. Therefore we can write LHS as it is, limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x equal to limit delta u tends to 0, delta y upon delta u is equal to dy upon du into, and limit delta x tends to 0, delta u upon delta x is equal to du upon dx from equation second. Therefore here du upon dx. Call this equation number, here is equation number first and this is equation number second. This is equation third. Okay, limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x equal to dy upon du into du upon dx. This is the equation number third. That is here in RHS, this RHS is exist and finite. Therefore LHS also exist and finite. In equation third, RHS is exist and finite. Therefore LHS also exists and finite, and limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x equal to dy by dx. Now put this value, limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x equal to dy by dx in equation third, in this equation. Then we can write this equation third as dy upon dx is equal to dy upon du into du upon dx, and this is the proof of our theorem. This is called as composite rule or chain rule. Dy by dx equal to dy upon du into du upon dx. This is called as composite rule or chain rule. Now here we extend this composite rule two or more functions. If here we have to given that two functions, y is a function of u and u is a function of x, then we get dy by dx is equal to dy by du into du by dx. If we take more functions, that is y is equal to f of u comma u is equal to g of w and w is equal to h of x. There are three functions. There are three functions. Y is a function of u, means y is a differentiable function of u is a differentiable function of w is a differentiable function of x. Then we can write this chain rule extending form, that is dy by dx is equal to dy upon du into du upon dw into dw upon dx. This is the extension form of the chain rule or composite rule. Also we can extend for n functions also this, that is u1, u2, u3, so on un are functions. Then we can write this chain rule extending for dy by dx is equal to dy upon du1 into du1 upon du2 into du2 upon du3, so on dun minus 1 upon dun. This is the extension form of the chain rule. This is composite rule or chain rule. Now using this chain rule or composite rule, we can solve some examples based on it. That is, we can find the derivatives of composite functions by using chain rule. Okay.